Hello traders and welcome to ChrisFX. I know that many of you have daily jobs and you find it extremely difficult to identify a trade and then scale down to a lower time frame in order to find an entry, and you would love to have something, a template where you can just place a trade by identifying a price action pattern on a higher time frame only. And in this occasion, in this video, we are gonna show such strategy which takes place only on the 4-hour time frame, and the steps are very simple. My name is Chris, I am the owner of ChrisFX and the SMC Trader, and I'm teaching by far the best trading strategies out there, while at the same time I'm helping traders get funded and live the life of their dreams. Let's go ahead and begin with the video. Here I'm going to first draw what I want you to look out for, and then we're gonna show some beautiful examples. Afterwards, of course, you can go to my other channel, the SMC Trader, and check out a realistic backtesting session as we're always doing. So let's go ahead now and show what I want you to do. First of all, identify, let's say, some form of impulsive movement or whatever, you don't really care. It could be in a trend, which is ideal of course, but you don't care if it is a change of character, such as in this occasion, you are on the 4-hour time frame, price is taking time to develop. What I want you to go ahead and do is identify your fair value gaps of the 4-hour time frame. Let's suppose that this is a fair value gap of the 4-hour time frame, while we have changed character over here. Of course, price is not always moving in a simplistic manner such as in this occasion, and if you want to become literally an expert in reading price action and pinpointing trades as I'm doing every single day on my live sessions, go ahead and enroll in the academy or in the one-on-one mentoring. I also have a promo code running. You can use code 30OFF-MARCH in order to get a 30% discount for the lifetime program in the academy, which I'm updating every single week almost. So if you get the lifetime program, then you will have lifetime access to never-ending lessons. So let's go ahead and continue. Now let's suppose that price is coming back into your 4-hour fair value gap. We have shown numerous strategies, and we're gonna show even more of course in the future, where you scale down on a lower time frame and you are looking for some form of entry. Now you will not be doing that. Why aren't you gonna be doing that? Because we said that supposedly you do not have the time to trade. We are only gonna be using the 4-hour time frame. And what I want you to do, price is approaching here. Let's suppose now that we have the following candlesticks. Let's suppose that this is a bearish candlestick. After this candlestick, let's suppose that this right here is happening and price is retracing right here. And here, this will be our bullish candlestick within the other one. And let's suppose this has a wick as well. Okay, there is a wick. Let me zoom in exactly right here. And now what you will be doing, after some form of equal lows will have been created. Okay, so after some form of equal lows will have been created, let's suppose that this one has a wick right here as well. What you will do, you will wait for a manipulation of those lows. You don't need to change time frame, okay, only on this time frame. Let's suppose that this is a little bit lower right here. When the next candlestick then, or after 5 candlesticks, I don't know, is being printed and the manipulation of the lows happens, let's suppose that this is happening somewhere around here. Let's move this one right here. If something like that happens, this is exactly what you need in order to enter your trade. So in this occasion, you don't need to scale down to lower time frames. You can indeed identify from this 4-hour time frame that these right here were your equal lows, that the manipulation has happened exactly right here, and you can say now that I am willing to take a trade here with a stop loss right below this low, and I'm willing to target whatever I want to target. So as an example, we can target those highs for a 7-to-1 RR, or you can go for a fixed RR, whichever you prefer and whatever you have backtested, a 3-to-1, 4-to-1, or even a 5-to-1. Because this right here, guys, if I was to take this price action inside this area, and if I am to transfer that to the right, and supposedly now from the 4-hour I scale down to a 5-minute, and here is the 5-minute time frame, this will save you a lot of things. Why? When you saw this first thing, those first two bullish candlesticks, how does this look if we are to draw this action right here, those candlesticks? If I am to draw them, then on the 5-minute it would look something like, let's see, that, and then that, and then price is retracing. Now I'm printing the last candlestick. I did this candlestick, which is number 1, which closed here. Okay, number 1 candlestick closed here. Number 2 candlestick, number 2 is this one. It went down and then it went all the way up and closed here. Okay, so this is the first, this is the second candlestick that you see. Then if the third is to begin, it would start here where the second one closed. It would go down and then it would go and close all the way up. So this is the third candlestick, is this candlestick right here. And if I am to print the fourth now, because many people who see those patterns like double tops, double bottoms, now they go ahead and identify areas here on this retracement in order to go long. This will save you not only the time, but it will save you from entering bad trades, because number 4, which is this last candlestick, is doing that, guys. It went here and it wicked and it closed here. Now on a lower time frame, you might be waiting for a bunch of confirmations and you might be losing the trade. With what I showed you, this manipulation is enough for you to enter and place a stop loss right below the area. Not only that, you don't have to scale down to a lower time frame, so you can have your daily jobs and at the very same time you can engage in trading activities without, of course, wasting time in your job and without having the fear that I'm gonna be missing a move. Now, this thing is gonna happen a lot. What we're gonna be doing first, we are gonna be showing some examples right here, which is gonna be in retrospect. Let's say actually without the quotation marks, it's gonna be in retrospect, and I'm gonna try to find some beautiful examples such as in this occasion over here. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead on the other channel. I cannot make everything on this video because this video is gonna be 3 hours long. I'm just exaggerating a bit, but you will go to my other channel, the SMC Trader, and you're gonna watch the realistic backtesting, let's say, on Naked Markets, which is an amazing software, for which I also have a discount down in the description, guys. Right here now, what do we do here? We are on the 4-hour time frame. I see a bunch of possibilities to enter trades. Even before that, I can see trades happening. I can take you beforehand. I will first show you this example. We have a move, simple as that. Okay, we have a move right here. This move right here broke above this structure right here. Do not overanalyze things. Do not get into semantics. Identify your fair value gap. This is your fair value gap. And now, only on the 4-hour time frame, look what we're gonna be doing. We have one candlestick. This did not enter the FVG. This candlestick though has entered the FVG. You have the advantage because you are working and you do not have the time to scale down on lower time frames. People who got manipulated here, you see, those people already will lose from the second candlestick that we're gonna be printing. There you go. So what happened exactly right here? The manipulation happened here, guys, exactly here. And if you are to check out what those things were beforehand, those were kind of equal lows. Liquidity. Now, not only those equal lows play a major role in this occasion, I said also you have to wait for a further manipulation inside the FVG. So on a lower time frame, this candlestick right here, this bearish candlestick, did the following, guys. It started here, it went up, it went all the way down and then did that. People on the second candlestick, which is this green candlestick now, when price went back, they entered. This manipulated an extra time. Not only that, people now are searching for confirmations such as changes of character. You, because you don't have the time to do that, you are lucky now, because you will be entering instantly and you can target whatever you want to target. I said you can go ahead as an example and target fixed 3-to-1 RR. Immediately beforehand, instantly, right beforehand, I can see further examples. Some of those examples would not work that good, but for some others you would be able to close partials, let's say. Let's see right here. As I said again, the equal lows, kind of equal lows, need to be apparent. I will show you what I mean. Here you will see, of course, a losing example. I think this we did whatever you're gonna target. Here we have a fair value gap of the 4-hour time frame. Simple as that. And by the way, guys, do not go ahead with this strategy and check out all the way to the past. What do I mean? Do not check here, check the most recent leg only. I should have mentioned that in the beginning of the video. We have identified this 4-hour FVG and of course we have one more over here. Let's go down. Okay, here we don't have anything yet, but here on the other hand we are starting to create them almost equal lows. Now in this occasion, yes, you will tell me that, Chris, we had the manipulation a further time inside the area, and we can enter here. The reason why I wouldn't be entering here is not because we are in a premium of this leg, of this current leg. You can draw it from here. It's not because of that. It is kind of because of that, because we are so close to this liquidity that if we take this trade, the first target is only 0.4 to 1. So this can save you some trades, of course. Okay. Now price is entering deeper into your area. Let's see. Again, we want some form of equal lows or some form of trend line liquidity. So here this was kind of like a trend line. It's not equal lows exactly. Here on a lower time frame, this is also liquidity below those areas. Okay, it doesn't need to be equal lows. You will be expecting the manipulation. Pay very close attention, because if we lose the trade, we will be entering again. Let me not confuse you. And you will be taking the trade exactly right here with the stop loss right below the area. You don't expect price to come all the way back, right below, a little bit below. Let's see. We are very close. We lost. Close attention. Wait, we are not done. Why are we not done? Why? This is another example. We have built even more liquidity. Yes, we lost this first trade. Okay, who is telling you that you cannot enter again right here with a stop loss below this area? And now you will see that's why you have to also close partials. Here you will see that this, if you would have let it go for a 4-to-1, you would be losing the rest. Okay. Nonetheless, if you are a smart person and you are closing partials along the way, this is a swing trading strategy, you have plenty of time to close partials, you would be winning some at least, and then you would be losing the rest. Here was our next example that we just showed, which skyrocketed. I will go ahead and show you more examples. We will show some bearish examples as well. Let's see if we have something like that right here. Yes, we do. Even right here, even in these occasions. Okay, the only reason why I'm not gonna show you this example is because we wouldn't have a confirmation of a bearish leg. I told you to check out the most recent leg. Now, sometimes, just sometimes, this thing is going to appear without the equal lows. You will see me taking those trades in the backtesting as well. So, if we assume that this is a 4-hour FVG, the point of this channel right here is to show you the strategies, and of course my point is to teach the best and create the best traders out there, which of course I create in the academy and in the mentoring. But there is a huge but. The point of this channel is not for you to say, as an example, this is all in retrospect. There are many people who are beginners, remember that. So the point of the channel is to show a bunch of examples on what you consider retrospect, which is retrospect. Absolutely, guys. How else am I gonna teach somebody who is just starting or who does not understand the concepts? So I'm gonna show those things in retrospect, but for the rest of you, for everyone actually, you can go to the other channel, the SMC Trader, and check out some realistic backtesting. I'm trying to do it as realistic as possible on the very same strategies that I'm showing you right here. Let me proceed. Okay, what I wanted to say. If you pay very close attention, in these occasions, you might not have, let's say, equal lows, as I said. Sometimes it's gonna be one manipulation which is small, and you can see it exactly right here. Now again, if I was to enter here, let's see, and yes, the stop loss is huge, but we don't care. Until the top of this area, we have a 1.121 RR. This is the reason that I wouldn't be entering right here. Never. Unless you have a huge bias that you're gonna be continuing towards the upside. Okay, these trades we are gonna be taking as well, not only the ones with the equal lows. So this trade as well we would be trading after this manipulation and the creation of this candlestick. If I would take you down, if it allows us, on the 1 hour time frame, here you wouldn't be having, let's say, any reason to enter instantly. But if I am to stick to the 4 hour as an example, okay, there are a bunch of people who would be waiting for changes of character and stuff like that. But now you would be waiting for this candlestick to be created, for this to be violated, even though we didn't have some form of equal lows, and then on this one as an example you can instantly enter and you can take first profit here. As an example, you can extend the rest. Beautiful, isn't it? And of course this thing only happened within 5 days, guys. Swing trading, account passed, you are done. Now you will tell me, if this penetrates one scale deeper, it is fine, you will take the next trade. What's the issue here? There is no issue at all. So you see this thing happening again and again, and of course having a bias is very important with this one. Very, very important. You can zoom out and check out the overall bias, and let's say you can say here, I want to be taking only shorts as an example. Okay. This is a perfect example of the almost equal lows that I talked about. This is not exactly the equal lows, but you will see, as an example, let's suppose that we would be having this FVG and we were looking for a reaction. If you were to say, I don't want to see any manipulation, even though I told you you want to see at least one manipulation, okay, let's not confuse each other. So here you would love to see either equal highs being created or trendline liquidity and a manipulation, but you want to see at least one manipulation. But if you were so impulsive that you would enter right here, you would have lost one trade. I do not suggest that you do that. I'm teaching you right here how to identify liquidity. Here the manipulation happens, the stop loss goes right above. First TP you can hit there. You have your job, you can chill, take your trades, and then target whatever you want, okay? All the way down, whatever you want. In situations now, such as this one, where we have an FVG like this one, you wouldn't be able to find a trade. Forget about it. No way. Okay, it is fine. But here, right here, you would be able to get a trade. It is not worth entering a trade here. Why? Because if we assume that we have this FVG with this huge manipulation, where is your low? Your low is here. So your trade would be exactly right here with the stop loss there and the first take profit at 0.421. So you have to think about what you're doing every single time to see if it's worth it. There will be, of course, situations where it is not really worth it, but price might play. And I see such situation exactly right here. Why am I saying that? Look at this huge fair value gap of the 4-hour time frame. Let me take you back in time. Those things you're gonna see in the back testing. I'm gonna apply them. First candlestick, we don't have the equal lows, but we have one candlestick. Second candlestick manipulates the first, grabbing liquidity. It closes right here. If you are to enter instantly with a very nice stop loss as well, 14 pips, this is not worth it as a trade, let's say. But if you want to be taking all of these things and you say, I don't care, I'm gonna risk it, you can do that and have a fixed take profit, let's say. Okay, simple as that. I want to show you some more examples which would also give us the opportunity, let's say, to enter. This is a nice example. Why? Why is this a nice example? What am I teaching you here? For free, absolutely for free. Now the FVG has been created. Would you enter here? A long setup right here. This is my question. No. Why? What did I tell you? What is the point of this video? Either you see some form of equal lows being created on the 4-hour and manipulated, or you at least wait for the first candlestick. Haven't I said that? You at least wait for this candlestick to be manipulated. And you see, okay, trend line liquidity as well. There you go. Beautiful. This, are you entering on this candlestick? No. Are you entering on this candlestick? Yes. Chris, this has a huge weak bearish momentum. I don't care. You follow the rules. Stop loss. First TP, 4.421. Boom, within 4 hours hit. Second TP. You didn't hit the second TP. And who cares? Nobody cares. This beautiful example. Let's check out some more examples. This one that I see, is that an example that I want to use? Not exactly. Well, it is. It is. It is a bit complicated because those happen in different fair value gaps. So your first sell might have been here, your first short. This is a complex example, but this is a beautiful example, I think. Is it? No, it's not. It's not because, let me see, is it? It is. Believe me guys, even though I'm showing you those things right here, you will not be able to identify those things as easy as you think. it's gonna be way more difficult, because even on the 4 hour, you will not have the patience to say, I have an FVG, and then say, now the FVG has been tapped. The FVG has been tapped right here. What did I say when it is tapped? I wait for at least a further manipulation. Okay, what do you see here? What do you see here? Yes, those are equal lows being created. You will tell me this is a further manipulation. Okay, do you want to do it like that? Absolutely. Take the trade. You're gonna be screaming, even though I'm gonna do the back testing. Chris, this is all in retrospect. And I'm gonna tell you, okay, I lost this one. What did I do? I manipulated all the equal lows. Boom. Stop loss. 1.4 as a first take profit, don't really like it. But a 3-to-1, I like it. It's funny. I didn't know this will go at 3-to-1 exactly. Okay. Easy. This one, let's see, first manipulation, second manipulation, not a good one. You would be stopped at break even. Let's find some more beautiful examples right here. This is a very good example right here. I will tell you why. Okay, here you wouldn't be able to get a trade because you would like to see a further manipulation with another pin bar, let's say below this area. You have this remaining part of this huge fair value gap. But since this area has not been broken, this is it now. The manipulation happens here. So those are all a little bit more complex examples. Okay, we are gonna do them realistically in the backtesting. Do not worry at all. There goes another example. Exactly right here. Further manipulation, you take the trade, boom. Your initial FVG was this one. Okay. Those are a little bit more complex examples because these right here you are not able to trade. You do not have a high to target. Remember that. You don't have a retracement. This candlestick manipulated the previous candlestick but then closed above this area. You don't have something to work with. But let's go further. Okay. Now this has already manipulated this low, which was part of this whole FVG. So this can happen in a complex way. It doesn't need to happen in a very simplistic way. So you will see how I'm gonna rock it in the back testing. And if we lose this one, if we lose, which we don't, if we would manipulate this low even further, right here, I would be entering another trade. And let's see, this almost came equal to the other. Let's see, low 8608, 8608, exactly the equal low. Okay, so leaving a little bit of space, as you see me doing, is absolutely fine as well. Let me show you another example right here, another beautiful example. Those things happen in a premium, but you don't care. Fair value gap, because here it gets tested one. After this test on lower time frames, this did that, that, and that. People are entering, of course, already. You wait for either equal lows to be created or of just a manipulation of this low with a pin bar. Again, this trade theoretically is not worth it at all because your first target theoretically should be above 1.5 or 2-to-1. But if you are very ambitious and you know that you believe you're going to be continuing towards the upside, go for it. It is fine. Here you would be having losses as an example. So this was pretty much our strategy. Hopefully you found this strategy interesting, and this is analysis that I'm doing with the Academy. And of course, in the mentoring, I'm teaching a bunch of stuff also in the signals service. It's not just trades that we take. It is, the most important thing is that nobody else is going live showing the things live, doing the predictions live, taking the trades live as well. Go ahead, enroll in the academy. This 30% for the lifetime, you will not regret it, you will tell me thank you in the end. Remember the day and the time that I told you that. All my customers are not only satisfied, they have learned to trade on their own, and they're calling extremely profitable setups. You can ask them when you join. I also have a great offer running for the mentoring, of course. I am in the process of flipping accounts. I'm doing very good funded accounts, challenge accounts. I'm doing very well in this one, and of course when I'm gonna finish, I'm gonna make a video based on this thing as well. I have some links down in the description if you wanna check them out. Go to my other channel now, the SMC Trader, and subscribe to this channel, the other channel, like the video, share it with all of your trading friends. And this is gonna do it for today, traders. Thank you all for watching. Until next time.